That's delete that. I am Travis. We are watching Wednesday Night Dynamite, and it looks like we got a little Chris Jericho in the JAS. Wonder how Anna Jay is doing. We haven't seen her since her fatal fall off the platform.
Her fatal ass fall. Her hole. Oh no. Her hole.
Her whole back.
Her hole.
I don't know her butt hurt or hit anything. I know Willow Nightingale's did. It hit the table. That was it. The only thing that hit the table. So she broke her fall a little bit.
Right.
I wish they could get rid of that guy on the right with the bat. Jericho's got his something on his head.
Pants.
Was it pants?
It's his pants.
So they ripped pants
off their pants.
To have other pants underneath.
They had Angel Garza pants. It was weird.
Nice, like warm-ups. Oh, no, not again.
This guy.
Start calling him Double A.
Ugh, perfect.
I just don't understand it. And then he's in goofy colors. So is it a six-man?
Ricky Stark.
Absolute Ricky Stark.
I don't know if it's a six-man. It might be. I don't remember what they said last time. Anyways, we got people in the chat. We got Walter in the chat. Bentley was in here a minute ago.
Bentley.
He said, "Hi, I came back from Raw. I thought I was just going to watch y'all Raw, SmackDown, and pay-per-views. We do
AEW and AEW
well.
pay-per-views also.
Yes, we do those. Walter says AEW commentators, Taz, Excalibur, Tony. P. Cola is in the chat. Hey, P. Cola says, guess whose birthday it is? I'm guessing it's yours. Happy birthday. Woo!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear P. Cola. Happy birthday to you. Are you supposed to be doing something way more exciting than hanging out here? Just saying. We got Sophie in the chat. We also have Harley with us.
Hey, Harley.
Ravi joined us.
Hey,
everybody.
Harley's.
Walter wants Ricky in action to win. Looks like it's against...
okay, it is a 2-on-2 tag team match. Sammy Guevara in there right now.
Jericho are the other side. Walter's booing the Jericho group, and Sophie is like, hi, people. And, of course, we got to talk about Raw and how much millions of viewers they got.
Millions upon millions.
Sophie also says, did you hear about the Bella Twins' story?
I did.
Nope, and I don't care.
They're just upset that they weren't on there.
Why don't they go fucking cry about it?
They are crying. That's
Good.
why they're
Stupid
talking
whores.
about
Go cry about it.
Whoa.
What does one of them care anyways? She should be worried about getting married, not fucking worrying about being on there.
Isn't she already married?
I don't know. Did she get married yet?
I figured she would be more married. I know.
Oh, is that what the story is? Is like it's already happened, but they're
isn't
showing
that
all
how
the
it?
stuff that happened to get
They're not gonna do live.
Why not?
Like, here's her wedding live.
They should do it live so everything can get fucked up.
No, you don't do live things with weddings. It would just be stressful for everybody involved. Everybody. Even the TV crew. Whoa! Big thrust kick right to the chin. To the head of his chinny chin.
Harley says, hello, wrestling Gab family. Hey, Harley, good to see you in here tonight. Let's see. Pico says, oh, it's the flavor of the month. Bobby said, hey, kids. Walter says, happy birthday, Picola. Film is in the chat. Hey, Film says, yeah, Picola, happy birthday. Picola's like, tomorrow I'm going to Hooters on the beach with my veteran buddy. There you go. That's the kind of party we were expecting.
Game over.
Bobby says WWE and AEW Watch Alongs, pay-per-views, but no Rampage or NXT. Yeah, we don't do those anymore.
No.
We did NXT when it was on the same night, but when it moved, we said no.
Yeah, it used to be on Wednesdays, and so we would follow it also.
Says, hello, Misty and Travis, Big Hex, Big Heart. Robbie says, D-Lo Key founded the Bellas. Walter says, Piccola, can I come? Piccola says she got knocked up by her Dancing with the Star partner. Right? Bentley says, I'm back.
I'm back.
You're back.
Better than ever.
Whatever that song is. Piccola says, everybody is welcome.
Up over the top.
Right, Piccola, let me go get my ticket real quick, and I'll be on my way to Florida.
You gotta go to Hooters on a beach? Are you fucking kidding me? I'm on it.
I'm gonna go. Do you get to tip the ladies if they look good?
No. Well, you could tip them because they're waitresses, but I don't think you
damn.
put it in their G-string.
Oh, you can't? You can't just put
And
it
their
in
orange
their tops and
shorts.
stuff?
Can you tuck it
Their
up
little
their
hot
shorts?
and their hot shorts.
Yeah.
Pickle's
Why
like,
does he go so slow? Look at that.
Robbie says, D, brutal on the bells. Daz Reynolds in the chat. Hey, Daz.
Hey, Daz.
Says, yo, Robbie, how are you doing? And Walter says, is there a prediction before Royal Rumble?
We haven't done prediction shows for a while.
Predictions are stupid.
We probably should do that one just because there's only a few matches. I think there's, like 6?
But we don't know who's all in the Royal Rumble yet. Like
You never will.
I know, so...
You have to guess who. It's called fantasy booking.
Somebody pooped, and I can smell it clear in here.
Why are we talking about that?
Somebody shit their pants out there.
I don't smell it. Whoa!
Lucky you! Dad says, what do you think will be the main event tonight? I don't know. Something
I'm trying to
not
remember
special.
what's supposed to happen. There was something. Do you think they will put that Briscoe match at the main event? Jay
Yeah.
Briscoe's brother is wrestling. Don't know his name.
Is he?
Yeah, he's wrestling Jay Lethal.
Oh, that's nice.
A week and a half after his brother's passing, tragic passing. But he could never be on TV on TNT. TBS would not allow it. That's why they couldn't do the special or anything.
Right.
1, 2, so close. Sammy Guevara rolls over, tags it in Jericho, the living legend. He's in there with Ricky. Ricky, isn't that the name of the kid on Boys in the Hood that gets shot?
I don't know. I don't watch that.
Any of you guys watch Boys in the Hood? Ricky, I think that's the brother that gets shot.
Or I was like, D deserves a tip, and D shot her pants. Ha ha ha, the stink. No, it's a dog. Ugh.
Whoa!
Pickle's like, it's chicken. Pickle's like, old
Walls of
flying
Jericho.
Mark Briscoe. He does a Macho Man-esque flying elbow.
Yes, he does. He does it very well also.
Walter says, come on, Ricky, in action. Win this match.
Like
Dad
Kairi
says.
Sane. Kairi Sane does a very good one also.
Right. Dad says, Ravi, I will leave a like on Jimmy's for Friday as I am working. And Ravi says, D, don't blame the dog.
Look at this. He's got sexy on the top rope. Did you see that? Oh, there he did his face thing.
That's weird.
Oh,
Robbie,
what's Sammy
I watched
doing?
a really
Sammy with a cutter off the top!
movie with English people in it last night.
Did Sammy hurt his shoulder?
I don't know, but I just figured that,
1, 2, and 3. No! Ricky Stark gets that shoulder up. Yay!
Yay! I don't
Much
know what's
rejoicing.
happening.
I can't tell if that hurt him or if not.
Robbie says, D, don't blame the dog. Walter says, I like the blue and red on AEW.
Yeah.
Walter, you said that when they first changed it as well. Does it remind you of home? WWE home. Angelina Siders is in the chat.
Hey, Angelina.
Hey, Angelina.
Thank you for joining
Welcome.
us.
Says, who's fighting now? It is
Right now, it's the JAS, Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara versus AA, Action Andretti, and Ricky Stark.
There you go.
Ricky Stark's getting his butt handed to him right now.
Pickle is like, he hit his funny bone.
He did something there.
Why
But
would
he
you
is
call
back.
it a funny
Oh,
bone
look
if
at that,
it's not
flexing like
funny?
Hulk Hogan. Why do they call it a funny bone?
If it's not funny.
Is it ironical?
When you hit it, it's not funny. It doesn't feel funny.
I don't remember hitting it, lately, over the last, say, 20 years even. But when I was in school, I hit it all the time. It had to have been the desks. Because I remember hitting it all the time when I was young.
Right?
Maybe I was just more reckless with my elbows.
Maybe.
Oh, there's the pose.
Ew.
Those boys are good.
Barfness.
Beautiful, what can I say?
Robbie says, D, what did you watch? Sorry, I missed what you said. A stupid movie.
What movie? Oh, that one we watched last night? That was great.
Movie was so bad.
You didn't like it?
I expect all English people to act like that when I go to England now.
Well, we won't be hanging out with too many teens.
Pickle says he is funny bone. Dad says, do you think it will be a championship match main event, Darby versus Murphy?
It could be, but that Briscoe match could also be the main event. Or they could throw in the women.
Walter says, it's on TBS, guys. Yeah, it's on TBS.
Sammy Guevara decided to tan his hands. Not his body. His body's still pretty white, but his hands are tan. Explain that one to me.
Who?
Riddle me that. Sammy Guevara, look at his hands. They're orange. Like maybe he was rubbing tan on somebody else.
Was he rubbing it on his whatever lady wife thing he's got going on?
Maybe. Could be his wife. Mellow.
Oh, God, this guy's dumb.
Whoa, he took out Jericho. Gets back into the ring. Takes out Guevara. It's great speed, man. Some great stuff. It's like Reds, vitamin C, and cocaine.
Angelina says, who do you think is going to win this one?
Ooh, this one? I'm going to go with Ricky Stark and Action Andretti.
Probably. Because like the baddies, Angelina.
Woo!
Walter says, I pick
1,
Ricky in Action.
2.
Angelina says, who's going to win tonight, Matt Hardy or Jungle Boy?
Jungle Boy.
Having a match? Wow.
It's cool to see Matt Hardy back on TV. I didn't know he was going to be on TV.
What did you watch? I'm not following. A stupid movie.
What movie was it?
It was called The In-Betweeners.
Is that what we watched last night?
Yes.
Shit was pretty funny. They were in between high school and college.
Not all of it was very funny. Like, some of it was really fucking dumb.
Well, has there ever been a movie where every single scene is good?
But they're not dumb. I didn't say it was good. They just were dumb. That one was, like, funny, and then they had really stupid parts, and you're just like, what the fuck? People's like, did you guys get my email last week? Yeah, Travis, did you check the email like I told you to?
I didn't.
He's a jerk. I reminded him, but he don't pay attention.
She texted me at, like, I don't even know what time it was.
It wasn't that late.
I thought it was in the middle of the day when I was doing something.
It might have been, but I doubt it. Sophie says they changed the date of their Toronto Dynamite show from a Tuesday to a Wednesday. Pico says, I'll send you stuff I made about 6 a.m. this morning on IG. Cool. Angelina says, so if
Ricky.
you want Jungle Boy to win, can I get a hell yeah?
Hell yeah.
Walter says, okay, at 9:15 p.m. my time, I'm going to be here Friday for SmackDown. Still here in chat. Sophie says the Bella Twins got mad that Raw didn't acknowledge any of the women that made the women's revolution into a thing. Yeah, because it was all about them on a 30-year anniversary of Raw itself. That's it.
I think everybody's just mad because the women's cage match was cut short because of the Bloodline segment.
Yeah.
Which irritates me because there was other stuff on there that they could have done away with, right? Like,
oh, definitely. Lots of stuff. Yeah, that one thing with like that group of dumb old assholes that were in the ring.
Okay,
that
you gotta
did stupid shit.
That
could have been cut out completely, and I would have been fine.
Right, you gotta have DX on there, but what they could have cut was the Charlotte, Sonya, and Esther thing. Mm-hmm. That could have been cut. I mean, come on, who cared about that?
Charlotte.
I mean, they could have brought Charlotte out. She could have talked. Sonya could have came out and jumped her from behind or something.
Right.
Whoa, Jericho down to the floor. Ricky Stark throws him into the post. But yeah, there was plenty of things that they could have cut match-wise. Although there was only like 3 or 4 matches on the whole card. Sammy, in a little bit of trouble.
Robbie says the In-Betweeners. Which one was it? The first one or second movie?
I didn't know they made 2.
Probably the first one then?
Sammy gets that shoulder up.
It was made in 2012. Angelia says if you want Action to win, put number 2. Sophie says there are fans that were upset about the women's steel cage match getting cut. Robbie says D, the TV series is better than the 2 movies. Piccolo says Ricky seems gassed. Walter says, Sophie, I agree. Raw should have women, Lita and Trish there. Robbie says the in-between film is an exaggeration of how British lad culture. I don't feel it was an exaggeration, Robbie. I'm pretty sure it was the real thing.
Oh, never mind. Picking new winners. I'm switching sides.
Ooh, did he get
Action Andretti just got hit in the face with a baseball bat.
Oh.
1, 2,
Garcia
3, or
took
100.
So Garcia took a page out of
Jericho's
book, huh?
Yeah, that was 11 minutes and
Wow,
57
that's really
seconds.
Nice of him. Angelina says, "What do you guys want to who? What? Who?
Who?
We gotta put a who there.
Who
do you guys want to win the Royal Rumble?"
I'm gonna go with Cody Rhodes. I'm pretty generic when it comes to that.
So this is Warner Brothers Discovery. It lifted the ban of Mark Briscoe. Could appear on AEW now.
Well, yeah, because it was his brother that posted the whatever
Supposed
it was.
stuff that they're all upset about that doesn't really matter. It was how many years ago, so I'm not sure why it makes a difference now.
13 or something.
Wow, 13 years ago. Let's dredge that up. Like Travis said, nobody matures after the age of 7. We don't change or anything.
There's no such thing as
The man
growth.
fucking moved on with his life, got married, and had
Tony
fucking
Storm,
kids. Fuck
Ruby
off.
Riott, or Ruby Soho, as we all know her, will be on later on tonight. Hey, that is Jungle Hook
Oh, my fuck.
versus Ethan Page and Matt Hardy. There it is.
Oh.
That's the one I think that'll probably do it. Mark Briscoe, Jay Lethal. Mark, moving on. Just what is that, 10 days after his brother's passing? 12 days?
Hey, they're going to honor his life and career. Yeah, you guys
Right
are going to
now?
let that happen? That's funny.
I wish I would have got to know him a little better because I didn't follow the indie scene. I just saw him a couple times on TV through these guys on their pay-per-views. Right now they're showing the tribute to Jay Briscoe. My dad's crazy, but I love my daddy.
That's funny.
Oh, there's them and Kevin Owens. They showed Kevin Owens. Samoa Joe. I don't know those people. FTR, that was that dog collar match. They're keeping it short. It's the end of an era, but not the end of the Briscoes.
I think it might
Life
be
is
the end.
short. If you got loved ones, make sure you tell them, because life is short. Things can change
Tell
on a
them
dime.
how much you hate them.
Move a little closer. And then she moves a little closer to you. And you look her deep in the eye. And you tell her how much you hate her.
No, I love her. Love? Oh, why did you say? Feels like, see now JS could learn from the Judgment Day. And finally, some shenanigans. Garcia is playing Rhea, right? Walter was booing that. He didn't like that they won. And Thomas says in the chat, hey, Thomas says, hey, guys, what's up? And looks like we just saw what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard.
Oh, no.
Pico says, Brian Cage with a belt. Okay. Thomas says, hey, guys, what's up? Not much. Not much. Angelina says Cody Rhodes is definitely going to win. I'm sorry about the wave. I said that before. I have autism. Okay.
It's all good.
That's fine. Piccolo says, love them or hate them, they are as real as it gets, dim boys. Piccolo's like, miss you, Jay. And Sophie says, who knows how long that trial segment was supposed to last. Angelina says, who's going to be in the next match?
Buddy Matthews and Darby the House Elf.
Looks like that's who. That's what's happening. Robbie says, well, I should know life is short. I'm not exactly tall. Film says, Piccolo, what are you going to do for your birthday? He's going to go to Hooters.
Going to Hooters tomorrow.
On the beach.
Tonight he's hanging out with the Wrestling Gab.
Beach Hooters.
And the Gabbers. Oh, what's this? Oh, this is that part 3.
Yeah. Ugh. Walter says, thank you, Jay Briscoe. Sophie says the Bellatons are supposed to show up on Raw 30, but they didn't like whatever was pitched to them. Well, they can't complain.
I didn't hear that part. I just heard that they weren't invited.
If they weren't invited.
That they had nothing for them is what the words were.
Or if they got pitched them and they didn't like it and they refused to show up or whatever. I don't care. Really don't care.
I mean, I wouldn't mind to see one or both of them in the Rumble. Why not? Mm-hmm. I mean, last time they did it, they had Brie pull out Nikki.
Robbie says, hello, didn't find my joke funny at all. Piccolo says, I basically did some yard work. My favorite pastime. Raking and bagging leaves.
That's what I need to do.
That doesn't sound like a very fun time.
I didn't even know you had leaves down there.
Oh.
Isn't he in Florida? Don't they have palm trees?
They don't just have palm trees, you wacko face.
They have leafing trees there?
Yes, they have all kinds of trees, I'm sure.
What kind of tree do you have down there? I guess they have fruit trees, but do they leaf? Isn't this their season? Do the trees just leave all the time if they can grow all year round?
Sophie says, and with Raw 30, they didn't show that many women throughout its 30-year anniversary. Thomas says, I hate that wrestling fans are sending hate towards the other driver who also died, and Jay's family are telling them to stop this and just show love and support.
Yeah, the wrestling fans are weird.
They are
They
weird.
are weirdos.
They're feral weirdos. Like feral. They're like feral. Feral raccoons.
And then once they like somebody, they like them too much. And then once they don't like somebody, they like them or don't like them too.
They bully them,
they just
and then
hate
they
them.
complain about people bullying them. And it's like, oh
It's
my God,
brutal.
stop. Like, no. No. Robbie says, is the Royal Rumble at 1 a.m. UK time?
Yeah, I think it starts at the same time that Raw does. So whenever Raw starts, or whenever this just started.
Yeah. Piccolo says, Mom and I picked up KFC. The small thing.
Yes, one. That's what that would be.
Nice. Do you like KFC, Piccolo? What'd you guys get? Just chicken? What
Here
kind of
comes
size? Get all
Darby the
sides?
house help.
Angelina says, do you think Darby's going to win?
Yes.
Also says Darby Allin for the win.
My question is when Wardlow had the title, why wasn't he used this much? Darby's getting used all the time.
I don't know.
And he's going up against guys that are twice his size.
Where the hell did Wardlow go even? We haven't seen him in for like a day and a half.
He got beat by Just Joe.
Walter says Darby Allin for the win, and Sophie says Brian Cage contract is scheduled to expire soon. Vindicators in the chat. Vindicator. Says people, what's good? Talking about how weird wrestling fans are. Standard Gabby Gab material.
Yeah.
Piccolo says we do. Mostly pine, I guess. So yeah, pine trees. And other trees. Nope, never obsessed with wrestlers.
Pine trees
CM Punk,
do not
CM
leave.
Those are nettles.
Okay.
Okay, there are a whole bunch of leaf trees down there, too.
Well, I know they have orange trees. Because isn't that where they get oranges from?
Yeah, they probably have lemon trees, too.
Such trees, whatever.
Robbie says KFC is dirt, wouldn't eat it when better chicken places are about. Robbie. Sure.
I'm going to try some of their baked chicken just for fun.
Yeah? See if you can die?
Are people getting sick?
I don't know.
Well, why are you making things up then?
Walter says, and it's Sting!
It's Sting!
Robbie's like, D. Travis, was your Wednesday any good? Aren't we still on? Isn't it still Wednesday?
I was going to say, what day is it? I had to think of what day it was. It's like, is it Thursday?
It's still Wednesday, right?
It was fine.
Did I miss something? It was fine. It was slow.
Shit, Buddy Murphy just took him out with a big knee.
That's why the yawning has commenced.
Into the barricade. So AEW put out like a release for people down on the floor. And it basically says, sit down there at your own risk.
Well, you'd have to, because you don't know how many times they might throw somebody into the barricades.
Yeah.
Because they probably don't have all of it necessarily planned out.
Right. Yeah, it says if they get out of the ring, move if you don't want to get hit. Because you could get hit.
Yes. Robbie says, yes, D, I'm sure. Are you, though?
Dropped him down right on his
So
face.
it's like KFC, nice Picola, and Robbie's like,
Darby
slow
jumps back into the ring. Oh, here he goes into the ropes. Dunn's through. Oh, look at that. Buddy Murphy catches him. What is that going to be, a pile driver? Just drops him down on the ring apron. Picks him up. And again drops him down.
Travis.
It's going to be 3. Oh,
sorry,
look at
Leopold
this.
has too many letters to chant his name. Leopold. Leopold. It doesn't have that many.
Uh-oh. Darby. Oh, Hurricane Rana.
People's like, oh, I forgot Darby's the champ. Yeah, he a TNT TV champ guy.
Yeah, he is the television champ.
Walter's like, WWE 2K23, March 17th coming out. Not sure of AEW game. If they forgot that it existed.
I mean,
I think it comes out in April now.
Has it changed?
I don't know. Wasn't it supposed to be February?
February 6th is what it says on my stuff.
Lies.
But I'm still waiting. Hopefully they get it figured out.
Darby, Robbie says Darby winning tonight. Sophie says, if you are a fan of someone and they leave the promotion, those fans don't follow that person to their new promotion.
Not always, do they?
Lies!
I mean, what's her name is that Sasha Banks getting followed around.
Lies. I find that's a lie.
But it's because she was fired.
That's a red flag lie. Whatever, the bitch quit. Motherfucking bitch quit. She walked off. She quit.
All right, buddies, up top.
Quit.
And down. Oh, fuck you. Look at that. Double knee. Right down on Darby's chest.
He likes it. He loves to be abused.
Darby's definitely got a broken spine after that one. At least he's got one printed on his back.
Yeah, that one on his back would probably make it better. Angelina says, does anybody else have really bad weather right now?
Well, we don't have bad weather. We have cold weather.
It kind of was snowing a little bit today. Not like snowing, but snow. People was like, let's go, Leo.
Whoa. Little stunner.
Right? Walter's like, oh no, Daphne ran. Oops. And People's like, don't mind Dee.
Darby, coffin drop all the way up top. Murphy catches him and falls flat on his back.
Well, people, at least I'm consistent. Walter says, no bad weather, just windy. People's like, I drink a juice box of Haterade for the EVP.
Got a whole juice box.
Juice box. Robbie says, D, get over
Oh, the lights just went out. You guys, the lights just went out.
At least one less bozo in WWE, even though her wrestling was good.
Lights are out.
Good the last few years she'd been in.
Lights are out.
I don't know what's happening, but
lights are back on.
Something. Sting has disappeared. Oh, there he is.
Brody King and Malachi. Malachi's black eye got really dark. Oh, behind him.
Why is his black eye so black?
Oh, that's what I just said. Who's this guy?
A dude?
Well, I know, but why is there a dude?
I don't...
Oh, it's Ortiz. Oh, look at that. Sting just hit him in the ankle.
Oh, my God.
Buddy, pop-up power bomb. 1, 2, and 3. No, Darby kicks out. What a son of a bitch.
Oh, my God. He got out of it. Harley's like, Sasha Banks took her ball and went crying on home to her parents. Basically.
Well, how cool was this match?
Robbie says
it's not over.
Sting is in his 60s. Walter's like, Sting with the bat. And Sophie's like, AEW video game is taking forever to come out because they don't have a rating for it.
Well, you know, and the next thing is, why don't they just rate it? They can just rate it whatever they want. But why don't they wait now? Because you don't want to release it at the same time the WWE game comes out, do you?
Yeah, no.
I feel like that's a bad idea. Now you want to wait till like October or Christmas in January or July or whatever. Maybe wait till June 25th or something.
That seems kind of weird.
Well, when else you can do it?
I don't know. It just seems so weird. I don't know.
I mean, unless they can get it out over the next month, because it would be nice to precede the WWE game.
Right.
But don't come out at the same time or right after it. That's just dumb. That's bad marketing.
Hassan is in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hi there. Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Did you say that the last time you came in here on Monday?
It's still New Year. It's going to be New Year all the year until next year.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Then it'll be Old Year, and then the new one will be New Year. It's the rabbit.
Vindicator says, that's Ortiz? I thought that was Cool Hand Angelo.
Yeah.
I don't know who that was. According to the people on the
I thought
hearing aid.
Taz had said that it was Ortiz, so I just kind of went along with that.
Bentley says, I'm sorry, I have not been talking. It kicked me out for some reason. I don't know either. That's weird.
Yeah,
Glad
well,
you're
it shouldn't
back in
kick you
here.
out. You're fine.
P-Cola. What? What'd you just say?
I told them that they're fine.
And what'd you say about kicking out?
I said, I doubt you got kicked out. You're fine.
No. I think they meant YouTube kicked him out.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Um...
They're not getting kicked out by us.
No.
Is what I'm saying.
P-Cole says, I believe... I don't even know why you would think that. P-Cole says, I believe that it's not AEW segments without tattooed people showing up in the darkness and bats swinging at said tattooed hoodlums. Yeah, it probably isn't. I mean, that's what makes it AEW, right? Films like, yes, Travis, I agree on the video game thing. Yes, I feel like they should just wait. Walter says, Darby beat Buddy, keep that TNT belt. Film says, I have 100% for your support. Travis, yes.
Woo!
Angela says, okay, I was only wondering because I live in Rockville, Maine. Actually, right now, I'm in Rockport, and we are getting slammed.
Oh, dang. With snow?
Like a really big weather. Here on the East Coast, we're in Idaho.
Yeah, we're literally on the other side of the United States.
It's like the world. Hassan says, how are you guys feeling today? Feeling fantastic. How are you doing,
Doing
Hassan?
great.
How is it?
Looking forward to some AEW. Buddy Murphy's in there right now with Darby the House Elf. And we are in a full commercial. Ah, we're back.
Oh, they're back. I was lost for a second. I had no idea what was happening. So it says
now
they
you're
announced
found.
AEW video game in November 2020. It sounds like it might not come out until May.
And that's a good date. May, June, July, any of those would be a good date.
Walter's up north near Canada getting snow.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's kind of where
Is it a
Maine's at.
nor'eastern? I haven't been watching my weather guy. I have a weather guy that I watch on YouTube, and it usually does the whole United States, and I usually know where everything ends up. But I haven't watched it this year. Well, this year as in this winter.
This year is in wintertime?
Yeah.
Robbie's like, why wait? Just release it.
Well, just release it when it's ready, but you don't want to release it when WWE's is out there. Unless everybody has, 150 quid. Did I sound European for a second?
European. You have to say it with an accent.
I don't know how to say quid.
Angelina says, so because I don't have the channels to watch AEW, I am so glad I found you guys because you guys can tell me what's going on. Yeah.
Yes,
right now
we
we've
are.
got Darby and Buddy Murphy in there.
And Darby just jumped off the ropes
oh, no,
right
threw
onto
himself at him.
Murphy. Murphy's got a pin, too. He rolled
gave
him
a
through.
Roll up for a second.
He just rolled him all the way through.
Him.
Look at
like
that.
A spider monkey.
That'll hurt you, too. And Murphy just gets that shoulder up.
This is for the title.
I just want to know how they're going to put Darby over Murphy. Look at his chest.
They're going to find a way. They'll find a way.
He looks like Hercules Hernandez back in the old days. In WWE, he's all jacked.
Oh, Buddy?
Mm-hmm. Hercules Hernandez used to wear, he's Hercules. He wore a chain and everything else. Hercules.
So it says, but isn't it a bad thing to wait forever, though, for a video game? I feel like the longer you wait, the more people will forget about it.
Well, until it gets released.
Depends, Sophie, on the video game. I mean, after all, I think they had the Hogwarts ones in the work for 5 years.
Yeah, and that one's coming out on the 7th, 10th. If you have a new gen console, that one's coming out this month. Or a computer.
Yeah.
But
Well,
if you
not
have
January.
the Nintendo or the old gen, so the PS4 and the Xbox One, then you're going to have to wait another couple months still.
Yeah.
I think it's March. Or
But
not
it's,
March,
it's
April.
coming out in
Yeah,
February
whatever.
7th.
Yes.
Early release.
The
if
early
you did
release
that.
ones. And if
February
not...
10th, normal.
Right. Oh,
For
curb
the
stomp.
new category of PlayStation 5.
To
and
it.
Xbox.
Murphy almost had him, but Darby, that intestinal fortitude.
Is it coming out on the computer that early
Yes.
too?
Yes.
Because it's Sony, so yeah.
Yeah, computers are more advanced than gaming systems, so they're a little easier. And that's why the later gens or the new gen or the old gens or whatever you want to call them,
Right.
that's why they can't do them yet because they're not quite ready.
P-Call says it was a crispy 60 degrees in Florida today. It was a crisp 20 today.
Yeah, we got up to like 25.
Pickle says, Travis, did you have to use your AK? Then I have to say it was a good day.
Yeah. I didn't have to use my AK.
Walter says, Angelina, try TBS on your cable. Angelina says, is this match still going on? Yes.
It is. I will let you know when it's getting close to over. Uh-oh. We're going to see a coffin drop right here. Nope.
Get it in time.
Buddy Murphy got up. Darby was on the top rope going for the coffin drop, but then he got his feet pushed out from under him, so he landed on his private part on the corner.
Right.
A big chop.
Telling Angelina they don't show the AEW live in the UK, but I found a way through the interweb. Angelina is in Maine. It's in the United States. So Harley says today in Michigan we got 6 inches of snow. Ooh.
Well, hell yeah, that sounds like a good day.
Sophie says that everybody got TBS, TNT, and USA
Look
Network.
at this.
Walter says, Darby, use your move.
Murphy is
just win.
so strong.
Bentley says, what do you want?
Oh,
Who
shit.
do you want to win, Darby or Buddy Murphy?
Well, I'd like Buddy to win just because I like Buddy a little bit better, but I'm okay with Darby winning because he is a original too, and so close. Did you see that drop? Did you watch that?
I think so.
I thought Darby was going to break a hip.
Well,
He fell like 15 feet on his hip.
jeez.
Oh, Darby just slipped again.
Angelina says, yes, with snow. Robbie says, Darby is showing great style in the ring. Sophie says, I saw on Twitter that they are making fun of the delay of the video game by calling it AEW Wait Forever. Pico says, I think the last time I seen snow was around 10 or 11 years ago.
3, that's it. Murphy almost had his foot on the rope, but that was 12:44 on that one. 12 minutes, 44 seconds.
And, of course, Darby won that one with a pin on Buddy Murphy.
So he did his coffin drop, but through the ropes.
Ooh, that's weird.
You know, Randy does that little DDT from the ropes.
Yeah, kind of.
Sort of the same thing.
Oh,
You'll
I
see
see.
it. Pop.
Oh, uh-huh. Philip says, way to go, Darby Allin. And Robbie says, Darby was always going to win.
Yes.
No way. What? Ridiculous. Oh, God.
So there was even interference, but it didn't really count. What is that? Why are they telling us this shit?
I don't know. Alright, says Darby says going to win. Sophie says, I think the last time I saw snow was 8 years ago. I was like, D, gold star for you for predicting Darby to win.
Uh-oh, who's this? Oh. Little dead boy, he called him. So Just Joe is on the Tron, and he's talking to Darby. Obviously challenging him again.
Oh my God, Becky. Look at how stupid his face was.
Looks like one of those rap guys' boyfriends.
I was going to say his butthole, but sure, that works too. He's like, D, not impressed with AEW. Sophie says with Raw 30, they did a much better job than they did with Raw 25. Walter says Samoa Joe Hill.
I really enjoyed Raw this Monday. I'm not going to complain about any of it.
I'm going to complain.
I really did like it. It went by quick. It was a lot of fun. I got to see Bray Wyatt as Bray Wyatt.
Was he really Bray Wyatt, though?
Who else would he have been?
I don't know. Not Bray Wyatt.
My watch was at 98. Boo.
It's only at what?
It was at 98.
Well, why would you take it off there then?
Because it wasn't at 100.
Why?
Oh, there's Adam Cole.
Why wouldn't you want it at 100?
I wanted it at 100, but I wanted it on my wrist so I didn't forget about it.
Oh my God, you have like an hour and 20 minutes.
It's only been 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Adam Cole, baby!
Robbie's like, just Joe is loser. Sophie says, D seemed more interested in Raw 30 than AEW tonight. Robbie's like, AEW putting D to sleep, yawning. And Walter says, Adam Cole. Films like, Adam Cole!
Adam Cole has a green bandana, but it's not like your standard green bandana color. It's more like a military green. I have a green one just right over there.
It's not like your sweater green?
No, it's not this color. Not like St. Patrick's Day green. It's like U.S. military green.
It's poo green. It's the poo green. Pickle says, it was way better than Raw 28 and Raw 26. And definitely better than Raw 2 and a half. The smell of fear. Rob is like, do you give us an Adam Cole? No. Rob Vindicator says, Travis, do you think Darby is a better champion than Orange?
Yeah. I like Orange Cassidy a little bit better, but Darby makes more sense. But they're both champions right now, so it doesn't matter. But
Sophie says, doesn't AEW have a pay-per-view coming up?
Ethan Page. Is that Marq Quen? No, that's Isiah Kassidy. Huh?
Who? Is that who that is?
Isiah Kassidy.
Oh.
Marq Quen tore his knees out for like a year.
Ooh, that sucks for him. Who's Marq Quen?
Quen and Isiah Kassidy, they were the... shit, what's the name of that?
Party.
House party. Or
the party.
Private party.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that. Rob is like, D, don't be a spoil sport. What am I spoiling? What? Rob is like, yeah, Sophie, he told us last week. Walter's like, boo, Ethan! Film's like, let's send Hook. Angelina's like, who's on now?
We got
Jungle
Hook
Boy,
coming out and Jungle Boy, so they call him Jungle Hook.
Matt Hardy and that Ethan Page guy. That's the one that's up next.
Here comes Jungle Boy.
Sophie says Tonicon is interested in having a wrestling cup with every promotion, which could be interesting.
Jack Perry.
I feel like that's not right.
So they're slowly turning him to Jack Perry. I'm assuming Jungle Boy's going to disappear.
Well, he's Jungle Boy.
Jack Perry. I know, but it used to be Jungle Boy, period. There was no
Yeah,
Jack Perry. And then it was Jumpin' Jack Perry for a little bit. And then it was Jungle Boy again. And now it's
I think he's
Jack
going
Perry
to be
as
Jungle Boy as his nickname, but he's going to be Jack
Right.
Perry. He's Jack Perry, but his pseudonym is Jungle Boy.
right. All we need is the Luchasaurus, and we'll be happy. Oh,
Where'd
there's
he
the
go?
bell.
What happened to him?
He's too big. Tony Khan doesn't like anybody that's bigger than he is.
That's disgusting. What a sick.
A big chop right there to Ethan Page. Ethan Page is
Ew.
bigger than him, so he
Bentley
needs to watch
says,
out.
who is Hook? Taz's son. And
Hook
he's
is
stupid.
Taz's boy.
And he's done.
He's a different type of kid. He kind of reminds you of the, I don't know, Johnny Bravo of the modern day children, but he's not very big.
But you'll have to watch him and make up your own mind if you like him. A lot of people seem to think he's so great. I personally find him annoying.
Whoa, Ethan just took off running, left Matt in there by himself. Woo!
Walter's
Hook's
like,
chasing
Hook
him.
and Jungle Boy for the
Oh!
Piccolo says, yeah, this. And Robbie says, do you like Jack Perry's hair? No, not really.
I like everybody's hair. Whoa!
Do you like their hair? All of them?
Look at this. Ethan Page into the barricade. Well, Jack Perry's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if he did get his hair cut like his dad had,
Yeah.
that would be pretty pimp.
Might look more like him. Angelina says, who's on now?
Right now,
I think
it's
we just said it.
Jack Perry is in there with Hook. That's Jungle Boy Jack Perry. And then they're going up against Ethan Page and Matt Hardy.
Piccolo says, is the Jurassic guy extinct?
He could be. He's 65 million years old, so sometimes you need that time off.
Walter's like, Hook needs a haircut. And Robbie's like, who on E23 people can't find a stream? So he
Whoa!
says, who would
Dropping
win
it down.
Hook versus Dominic?
I don't know. Maybe they're fans. I know who would.
I
I know who
think
would
that's
lose.
the only winners in that situation. But, you know, hey, that's just my opinion. Gross.
Salt Lake City. They're hosting the All-Star game for the NBA.
Are they? That's
Yeah.
weird. You mean they aren't going to play flag basketball?
No.
That's weird. I think they should do that.
I don't like basketball anymore because every game's like an all-star game. But the All-Star game used to be pretty fun to watch. But now they made every game where you can't defend. And I just don't like that. The games are like 130 to 140.
Right.
I want to see a game that's 78 to 60 or something, be like, ooh, that was a good defensive battle. But now they just score every time they have the ball. Back, forth, back, forth. And then they shoot threes like it's going out of style because they have no mid-range game anymore.
Right.
They got rid of the mid-range because it's the same percentage to hit it as three as it is mid-range, so they just shoot threes the whole game. I think they should get rid of the three-point line and allow hand checking, and then the game would fix itself. Get rid of the three-point line. And then you're going to see the game move back in and more physical with the hand checking.
Pico says Ethan Page collects toys with all his opponents on vlogs, not playing kayfabe at all.
It's fun.
So he says, do you think Dynamite would go head to head with Raw at some point?
No.
There's no way.
I mean, they could go head to head with NXT.
Walter says, check your laptop for AEW Wrestling. Pico says Captain Hook would win. He has alligators. Slam dunk contest is garbage. Yeah, Captain Hook doesn't have alligators. He just has one that follows him around because it ate his hand. Sophie says 8 years ago today is when Roman Reigns won the Rumble and The Rock helped him out.
Nice.
Pico says nothing like the good old Vince Carter days.
Yeah, or before that. I remember Vince Carter, though. Those dunks were sick. Like, he could jump so stinking high. I mean, like, ridiculously high.
Film says, ha ha ha, LOL, good one, Pico. Vindicator says, Dominic OnlyFans are in that fake Latin soap opera prison set that he apparently escaped after becoming a real man. Has Father Diaper Ray could never get him to be, the trauma, doom.
Yeah, I would say that Dominic's more entertaining than Hook.
Well, yeah, Hook doesn't talk. He sounds like a dumbass.
But in ring work or something, I would give it to Hook, which therefore means Dominic should win because in ring work isn't that important.
Sophie says, I don't know why every sport is making every fan not like whom watching it. Like NFL and their pro game or whatever.
Well, I understand that one because why on earth would you want to go to the All-Star game and get hurt?
I think they shouldn't even have it.
Me too. I think
if they're going to
I think
do
it should be 100%.
They shouldn't even fucking play.
100%, and it should be a skills challenge.
They should just not even have it.
With your offensive, defensive line guys,
hamstring, running down
those
the field.
guys should do like a bench press challenge and a squat challenge and that. The guys that play like corner, wide receiver, all that, they should do a skills challenge with running. Your tight ends could do something, I don't know, like maybe cone work or something, and then your quarterbacks could have who has the most accurate arm, who has the strongest arms, who could throw the ball more times with accuracy or something. They could come up with some pretty good stuff. I've seen that Barmageddon. They could come up with some pretty good ideas. Let them fucking set up the All-Star game.
Right.
The Pro Bowl. Ping pong, for fuck's sake.
Ping pong.
Let's get it all.
Bentley says when he came out, he looked gay and annoying.
Oh.
Angelina says, who do you want to win this match?
2, and I definitely want Ethan Page to win this. But I'm not a fan of Matt Hardy, so it's a tough one. But I can tell you that Jungle Boy and Hook are going to win.
Yeah, probably. Most likely. Oh, yeah, that's happening.
But never been a fan of Matt Hardy, all the way back into the early 2000s.
Vindicator says, all that money NFL is making means most fans do like watching it. Which is funny you say that, Vindicator, because they lost a whole bunch of money these last few seasons.
They did lose money, but it's coming back now.
True.
People are watching it again.
Sophie says every sport should get rid of the All-Star game. What would be the big deal if they don't have it?
Baseball needs to keep it. That one is very, very important.
Yeah, but baseball's kind of a different story when it comes to All-Star games. But the NFL, if they're going to make it a flag, like, touch football crap, then they shouldn't even bother having it.
Right.
Like, it's worthless.
You could still rip your knee ligaments playing flag football.
I hope they all do. Then they'll have to get rid of it, too.
That's it. Well, so what happened? Oh, he tapped him out. Okay. 7:02 on that one.
Tapped out poor Ethan Page.
Poor Ethan got her Or not hurt, but tapped out.
Yeah, so Jungle Boy or Jack Perry and Hook won.
It's both. It's Jungle Boy Jack Perry this week. Does he have a little guy tattooed in between his boobs?
Yes.
Is that what that is?
Yes, it is. Yep, sure is.
So I just don't understand how you can like be a professional athlete and not work out. That part to me blows my mind. Hook could be something. I mean, people are starting to like him, come around. Mm-hmm. So why would you not basically live in the gym like the Colton and Austin, the Guns? They're working at it. They see an opportunity and they're taking it.
Well, he's young, so he doesn't think he has to do much work to keep what he's got or do any more to do it.
His dad was a beast in the gym. You think that he would at least try.
Pickle says, did they move the Pro Bowl from Hawaii?
You know, I do not know that part, but I know, well, a few times they've had it in Arizona, and so they could be doing it in Arizona. I don't know. Oh, here we go. We got family therapy. Uh-oh. Daddy didn't love me.
My God, my daddy hates me.
She should just be writing. This is healthy. Let it all out.
They can't.
You wouldn't have the top t-shirt.
Phil says yes, Team Hook and Jungle Boy have won. Let's go. Walter says Hook and Jungle Boy won. Yes. And Sophie says at least the Super Bowl is coming in a couple weeks. Ayla's like, hey Ayla.
Hey,
Walter says,
hey.
okay, family therapy.
It is family therapy
How hard
time.
is it to bulk up when you have that kind of metabolism? You eat
The only way to bulk up is you got to eat more calories than you're burning. So you just got to find your metabolism and you just or eat more and lift. Ask Billy Gunn. Mm-hmm. He knows how to work out. Just give him to him. Forfeit him.
Sophie says, I watched the All-Star game for baseball depending on what day it lands on. Walter says, hey, Ayla, late. Ayla's like, family therapy sounds needed.
Did you just say what day it's pretty sure it's always the same day. Isn't it always on a Monday?
The All-Star game for baseball?
Yeah.
Depending on what day it lands on?
Like, I guess it could be like the middle, like the 17th or something. Maybe. Is that what you're talking about? The day of the week?
No. Like,
or the number of the day?
They're saying they watch it no matter what day it lands on. Or it depends on the day it lands on,
right.
And then they watch it or not watch it. Ayla's like, family therapy sounds needed. Vindicator says, Ayla, what you doing? Piccolo says, oh, wonderful. Harley says, I have a question to ask Mike.
Tuesday.
Hope you're on your deathbed, and what would your last meal be? Who's Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Who's Mike? Who are we
Am
asking?
I Mike? Are you asking
Mike.
me?
Chris says, got Bowman Chrome baseball card today. Hopefully I get an Elijah Green auto or a Julio Rodriguez or my Astros Jeremy Pena card.
Yeah.
Ayla says, hi, Walter. I'm sick, as usual. Piccolo says, if I had a dime for every wrestling therapy session. Ayla's like, nothing much, Vin. What you doing? Bentley's message retracted, and Chris says they should have brought in Dr. Shelby from WWE for this therapy session. He did those sessions with Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Right, that would have been hilarious.
Walter says Ayla feel better. Sophie says I can't wait for SmackDown on Friday, and who knows what network SmackDown will be on when it has 30 years. Vindicator says, I'm just here asking your family members a bunch of random questions. Sophie says Vince is being sued again. Film says Ruby Soho can't wait to see her wrestle tonight. Vindicator says, but Ayla, you gotta eat more chicken soup. Instant cure for sickness. No, not really.
That's how you fix SARS.
Yep.
You gotta have Sprite too, but.
Bentley says no. Walter says Bryan Danielson for the win. Oh my God, is that match coming up next?
Yeah, him and Brian Cage. I don't know if it's next, but it's tonight.
Vindicator's like, okay, Jalitha, your guy McBryanson is coming out, so that means 30-minute break. Lucky you, Vin. Ayla says they didn't actually eat much cake, Vin. Pico's like, Ayla! Sophie's like, I'm surprised we didn't get Steve Austin this past Raw. Ayla's like, Fat Lisa!
He's gonna win the Royal Rumble.
Right? Pico says, what up? How's it going, fam? Ayla's like, so my coworker came into work today completely slam drunk. Adam, yes, I worked today.
That is awesome.
I'm sorry.
What company do you work at? I mean, like, what kind of company?
The butcher.
Oh,
shop.
I don't know who's saying this
Ayla
stuff. I just hear the
I
things.
said, Ayla said.
Well, I don't hear
So my
everything you say.
coworker came into work today completely slam drunk. Adam, yes, I worked today.
That's awesome.
Hopefully he didn't cut off a thumb, since he's the only one that cuts the meat.
Cut that meat.
It's
Cut
like,
that
it's going,
meat.
Lisa.
Cut
It's going.
that meat. Oh, Adam Page.
Angelina says, who's on now? Right now is
Adam Page is back there
Hangman Adam
with
Page
Renee
in the back.
Pickett, or whatever her name is. She spends more time with him than her own husband.
Having a conversation. People says, Ayla, I'm picking up some Florida fruit snacks at my fave dispensary tomorrow, and I'm going to Hooters for my B-Day. Sophie says, is any match made you want to change the channel tonight? The one that's coming up?
No, I like Brian Cage, but I
like Brian Cage.
I'm not going to like him
the other
losing.
one. I just hope it's not stupid.
Oh, it's going to be stupid.
Oh, God, why do you have to say that?
Well, because you've got to be optimistic.
Oops.
It could be way worse than stupid.
Ayla says, sounds fun, Fat Lisa. What day is your birthday? It's today! Oh, this guy.
Why is Wheeler Yuta still on TV?
Why is he here? Why did he come out of the Roach Hotel?
How is he not medically cleared? Didn't he wrestle last week?
I don't know. Did he?
Didn't they have their match? Didn't they wrestle?
I don't
Him
remember.
and John Moxley? And he beat him?
I don't know.
He beat John Moxley, fair and square.
Was it last week? I thought
Yeah,
that
it was a
the
week or two.
before.
It doesn't matter. They're saying now he's not medically cleared yet. He fucking wrestled and won.
I have no idea what's happening. Sophie says, are you guys going to watch anything tomorrow?
I feel like I'm in the Mandela effect.
What? With what?
I just told you. They're making it sound like they haven't wrestled yet and he's still medically uncleared.
It says, so he wasn't allowed to touch anything, but he was trashed. So he stayed at work until his girlfriend came and picked him up. Oh.
That's funny. Does he still have a job?
Right?
It's funny because the owners, they're obviously not going to like that. But at the same time, they probably can't find any workers. So they're like, well, you do what you want.
Well, we better not get rid of him. We don't have anybody to replace him. It was like, oh, I'm sorry. Happy birthday. Phil's like, Piccolo, you're going to Hooters? I'm going to lie. That kind of sounds pretty fun if you know what I mean. Sophie says next Wednesday is my birthday. Walter's like, Adam Page with Renee. Don't make Renee angry. Pickle's like, haha, Wheeler is a tool bag. Angelina says, anybody know what the next match is?
Yes, Daniel Bryan and Brian Cage.
There you go. I think we said it earlier. You must not have been listening, but it's there. Now you know. Sophie says they announced the Oscar nominees today. Don't care. Ayla says my birthday's coming up too in September. Pickle's like Danny O'Brienson is fighting Brian the Machine Guy Cage. Walter says Brian Cage versus Brian Danielson, Angelina. And
Is
Ayla
his
says,
name the ambassador?
Yeah, he still has a job.
What's his name? Embassy? Embassy? The embassy?
The embassy.
Was he a safe place?
I don't know. What the fuck? Why or what?
Remember, he isn't supposed to win this. He's just supposed to break his arm. Remember the big cash? in the envelope that MJF gave him.
Oh, yeah, he's supposed to just break his
and
arm.
then smacked him in the face. Brian Cage needs to be in the WWE.
What does he have? He has a ROH belt or something?
Who knows? Probably.
Weird.
All right, match has started. Brian Cage, Daniel Bryanson.
Hill's laughing like,
Bryan
yeah,
Danielson,
he still has a
whatever.
job. So says, what are you guys going to do for Valentine's Day this year?
It depends on what day of the week it is, but if it's on a
Tuesday, because the Tuesday is the 7th. So it'll be a week from, right?
Yeah, should be. 7 more days.
Well, maybe we can have Roto-Rooter come to our house and
Seems get the shitter all pumped.
maybe that's what'll happen.
Duluth was like, I'm staying home. I'm gonna have Roto-Rooter go to your house.
Right?
Oh,
And out.
okay. It's like a Saturday too. You're like, fuck it, I'm going home.
Yeah, I was like, there's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could do. Like, absolutely nothing.
I was trying to hang out with the Roto-Rooter guys. I was like, you guys want a beer or anything? Because it was like an emergency call.
Yeah.
They're
I
like,
don't even remember what happened. Why I had to go. Why did I have to leave?
I don't know. You just went home. All right. Anyways, Brian Cage. Obviously, this match is going to be at a crawl. Moves are going to be at a premium.
Gotta hate fucking Bryanson and his stupid son of a bitch.
And again, big chop by Cage. Cage's ass is thicker than Daniel's whole body. That's pretty funny.
Thumb's like, let's get Bryan Danielson. Ayla's like, Jordan's mom didn't notice he was drunk. Everyone else did, though. That's funny. Harley says, Bryan Danielson has hard time for me to go sit on the toilet and take a big dump to pass this boring match. Yeah, that's why
He's a tough one to watch, man. Everything is so slow.
Bentley says, do you know the other side of the world? It's Thursday for them.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Yeah, Ravi's
There's
totally
people in
Thursday
here
for
that
him.
are from there, so.
Yeah. Ravi, it's
And that's not
Thursday.
even that far away. That's only 7 hours away. We get some Australians in here, too.
Yeah. It was like, Sophie, that's mine and George's 12-year anniversary. Ravi's message retracted, and Walter says, okay, Danielson used moves. Cage is strong. I was like, D loving the Bryan match. Sophie says, I'm
Reaching
surprised
back on his
Brian
neck.
Cage didn't get picked up by the WWE. He is usually a Vince type of wrestler.
He still could. His contract's coming up here soon. He's not very tall, though. If he was like 6'3", or shit, if he was 6 foot, he would probably already be in the WWE. But he's just not very tall. Like,
Yeah.
and you could tell that by when he stands next to Daniel. He's probably like 5'11".
Yeah.
Oh, big drop kick. And he can move. He can do Hurricane Ranas. He can do it all. Frankensteiners, whatever you want to call
he
it.
can do pretty good moving stuff. Angelina, the match that's on right this second,
Is Daniel
we'll say
and
it
Brian
again.
Cage.
Bryan Danielson and Brian Cage. That's what's on. What's next? I have no idea. The
Yeah,
match that's on right fucking now is that one.
You okay over there?
No, I'm not. I don't want to be asked 5 times about something we've already answered. Plus, somebody in the chat answered, too. Beagle
Big
says,
kick
sounds
right there to the
romantic.
chest.
Ayla's like, not really laughing. And Ayla's like, poop on Valentine's Day. Beagle's
Yeah.
like, well, Jeff Hardy is fighting Wayne the Flock Rodson. That's nice.
Going up
whatever
top.
that means.
Brian Danielson.
Walter's like, my birthday is after Valentine's Day.
It says,
A lot
is
of
it?
people's are probably, Walter, unless it's the very next day.
whoa.
Robbie says, do you love Brian 1 hour matches? Right. Piccolo says, and Squasha Shanks is fighting Bronda Browsey. Oh, God. So he's like, when is your anniversary?
Don't have one.
We don't have an anniversary. Robbie says, why don't they keep Brian on Dark? Right? Why don't they?
I'd love to see that.
Piccolo says, but those inflicted kicks, oh, the damage. Walter says, Piccolo, who are those names? Angelina says, my birthday is February 13th.
Oh,
Cool
that's a pretty
beans.
cool day.
Piccolo says, shh, Walter is my booking. Vindicator says, still on
Oh,
break,
shit.
but pooping.
Was that a
popping.
broken arm? Did he break it? Did he get it?
I don't know, but it'd be fun if he did. But popping in real quick to ask, Travis,
Woo.
ready? You listening with your earballs? Travis, how many years would it take you to look like Brian Cage without any added assistance? Wink, wink.
None. It's impossible. No one on the planet
Even
could.
when Travis was like at his like peak of everything performance-wise he could be, without added assistance, no.
No, that's not possible. Like The Rock, John Cena, those bodies aren't feet. You cannot get those. Those are.
Bobby Lashley, that shit does nope.
You could get like Brock, but you can tell when Brock's on it when he's off.
Mm-hmm.
Because how fast his body changes.
Yeah, it does. He gets soft. You can see it.
And then he gets hard quick, like within just a couple months. And he's jacked like he was when he was in his 20s. Not quite like he was when he was in his 20s, but.
Right. Walter's like, oh, okay. Chris says, fuck yeah, just rip them open. Did get Pena rookie card and also Cal Raleigh rookie card as well as Jared Kellenick as so two Mariners. LOL.
Nice to get the Mariners in there.
Sophie says, how many people watches the AEW YouTube dark shows?
I think about 200K, I would have said. Maybe 35K. I don't know. I haven't looked at it. Sophie, go look right now. You can see it. And it'll say total views.
People is laughing, and Robbie says hello, Dina, and then we have to repeat herself like a parrot.
But there's about 2,000 views at a time.
January, right? Robbie says, Ayla, I'm not, thank goodness. Ayla's like, no one cares about yours, Robbie. Walter said, okay, bye, guys. See you Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Walter. See you on Friday for SmackDownithness.
Brian's still kicking that arm. He's trying to break it because he got paid to break it.
Right.
It's not that hard to break an arm.
Break it. Break it. Break it.
Remember when he broke Triple H's arm?
Brian Cage
Not
did?
Brian Cage, but Brock.
I don't.
He didn't really break it, but it was part of the storyline.
Oh. Robbie says, you care enough to say that to me, Ayla. Sophie says, do you think with the new owners of Time Warner Discovery, will that give Ring of Honor more of a chance to get some type of TV deal a lot better than they have now?
Maybe. I know right now they're just doing it on their network.
Ayla says, sure. And Piccolo says, nope, no one is born in July, ever. My brother was born in July, Piccolo.
Just the first part.
But it's still July.
Yep. It's halfway day.
Angelina says Brian Cage used to face off against the Judgment Day are all 4 members. Including Rhea. Robbie says Brian match made Walter leave the chat. Pico's like, bye, Walter. Come to the Hooters tomorrow. Make your trip to Florida there, Walter. Sophie says, I checked AEW Dark and the other Dark show got 136K viewers. Robbie says, who are the next big stars in wrestling?
Grayson Waller looks like he's going to be pretty good. They're working him really good down there in NXT. Tiffany Stratton for the women, I feel like is going to be fantastic. I don't know if you guys seen that Nikita Lyons may have torn her ACL and her MCL, or meniscus. Not MCL, but her meniscus.
Yeah, gross.
And so that's a good year, 8 to 12 months out.
Ouch, that sucks for her. Sophie says,
and she's a bigger girl, so it'll take her longer to recover.
Sophie says Mr. was born in July. Piccolo says definitely Action Andretti and regular Yuta. They're in the next Rock in Austin. You're so full of poop,
And
Piccolo.
I hear...
Lies, Piccolo, lies.
The sarcasm's very thick with this one.
Piccolo's like, wow, that sucks. Yes. Yeah, that sucks for her, definitely. Sophie says, I wonder who the first WWE Hall of Fame inductee is going to be this year. Batista!
Batista. The headliner. I feel like in the last couple years, they've already announced it by now, before the Rumble. But I remember them saying that when that was happening, they didn't used to release this till after the Rumble. So maybe we'll hear it right around Rumble time.
Oh.
Who number 1 is going to be.
Right. Robbie says this match is moving like a shift at work, hella slow.
Oh, it's tough. These are tough.
Anytime
Daniel Bryanson's wrestling, it's going to be slow.
Look
at the power.
Unalive myself. Unalive myself. Be a hell of a lot more entertaining.
Work?
Unaliving myself.
How's that entertaining?
That's so much more entertaining than this right now. Ugh,
Mental health is a real issue.
Nobody talked about mental health. I'm talking about how slow this match
Look at this. Thrust kick.
I could probably unalive myself faster than this match.
Well, anybody could. Jump off a bridge. Into a pond.
Oh, God. Ayla says, no, she wasn't, Sophie. Bentley says, I'm probably going to leave here after this match, but I'll see you on Friday in the pay-per-view. We'll definitely be here Friday and for the pay-per-view. This match is kind of slow. It's hard to
pick
call
back up.
these matches because Daniel Bryanson is so bad. He's so bad.
It's not necessarily that he's bad. He's good at what he does, but what he does is very slow.
Boring. Sophie says Steiner Brothers signed a Legends contract with the WWE. Robbie
Yeah,
says,
we heard that. That's crazy.
Ayla, do you know Sophie's sister? Go on, Ayla. Angelina says, my birthday is the day before Valentine's Day. Yeah, it is. You said it was the 13th.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Valentine's Day is the 14th. Sophie says there are some years they tell us the first Hall of Fame inductee like weeks before the Rumble. Ayla says no, but I know she wasn't born in July. Phil's like, let's go Bryan Danielson. Robbie says, Ayla, what's wrong with July?
Kicks.
Ayla says, Robbie,
It
no
kicks.
one is born in July. Fat Lisa knows. July isn't a thing. Robbie says, when will Bryan give up wrestling now? He's old. Considering how hard he fought and how many doctors he went to just so he could be cleared of all of his shit with his brain hole, I'm pretty sure he'll probably just go until he dies in the ring. Pickle says, I feel like only huge guys can wear a mohawk because they can't reach the middle of their head, because of the large arms.
Mm-hmm. So he's shaving.
That's terrible and funny. Robbie says, LOL, really, Ayla? Bentley says, Daniel Bryan, ever since he's been off of SmackDown, all his matches have been slow. People
Very
says,
slow.
July, what's that day? Is that mid-fall? So he says, July isn't a thing like Idaho isn't a state. Oh.
Facts
that
are
sounds
facts.
Fighting words. Says somebody who migrated from the god-awful shithole of New York to Florida and ruined it. Good job, Sophie.
Whoa. Popping it up. Rolling him down. And he got it. Bryan
and of course,
wins.
Brian Cage lost. He shouldn't, but he did.
12:29 on that one. It wasn't 20 minutes.
It wasn't? It wasn't 20 minutes. It was a minute less? It was a minute less than 20?
It was 12:29.
Ew. It's like Sophia's a robot. Robbie says, if you want to torment someone, just let them watch a Bryan match and they'll be traumatized for life. Angelia says, what channel is SmackDown on? SmackDown is on Fox.
It's on Fox.
So if you have Fox, which can be your local Fox station, and if you're in the East Coast, you'll be able to watch it live.
Who is it? Oh, MJF.
God. It's MJF. Sophie says, do you think if Jay Briscoe didn't die, AEW wouldn't have Mark Briscoe on their television?
Guarantee it. Tony Khan milks those dead wrestlers for everything they have. Every ounce of worth. Brody Lee,
Oh, yeah.
remember that big thing?
Yeah, Tony Khan's like one of those weird
Owen
creepy
Hart.
people who
Owen Hart, remember the whole classic?
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything since.
No.
And now the Briscoes.
He like milks that crap.
He does.
Like makes money off of, what do they call that when you make money off of that kind of stuff?
I don't know.
You use it to your advantage.
Exploit it.
Yeah, exploit it. So basically he is exploiting dead people for his wrestling gains.
And he'll let you know about it. It's different if you take care of their family, right? And he said he was going to, right? But nobody should know about that.
Right.
In 5 years, people should say, after he died, he paid for everything. 5 years down the road, the wife should say what he did.
Right.
You just do it. You don't go, well, I'm going to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Look at me, look at me.
Yeah, I want to see. I would like to see what he really did for those families or what he did for them.
Right.
Like, besides exploiting his kid on TV,
Right.
exploiting the whole situation.
Oh, MJF, look at that. Trying to split him open. He's hitting him pretty damn hard. MJF taking it right to Daniel's face.
People is like, what channel would you like it to be? Robbie's like, Angelina, just find a stream online. And Ayla's like, channel 15. People's like, done and done. Ayla's like, thanks.
Here it comes.
Robbie says milking is what we call it in the UKD.
They're going to break that arm.
Sophie says, I bet if Vince did what Tony Khan did with this whole Jay Briscoe thing, people will be mad over it.
Well, he wouldn't do that. Vince would have already taken care of everything.
Vince doesn't do that kind of
and
stuff.
Vince would have laughed at USA if they told him not to put a wrestler on TV because of something.
Yeah. He would have just been like,
He'd just do it anyway.
Stop me. Find me. I don't give a shit.
What are you going to do about it?
Right?
Don't bid on my program then.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, oh, no, we want you on there. You're the only show on our show that gets over 2.5 million views.
Mm-hmm. It was like, that's disgusting, Robbie. Completely uncalled for. Robbie's like, thanks, Ayla. Pico's like, I see it differently. But then again, TK is my fave 5. Is it my fave 5? You're so silly, Picola. Robbie says, oh, Ayla, but that's the saying. Ayla's like, Robbie, you're a monster. Pico's like, yeah, that wouldn't be an issue on the E. So he says, Tony Khan is a crybaby. Yeah, he is. Pretty much. Robbie's like, LOL, monster like Eminem and Rihanna. Ooh. Anyway, so the end of that match basically was Bryan Danielson beating Brian Cage. MJF came down to beat the crap out of Bryan Danielson. Went to break his arm, and then some other
Take a shitta.
Oh. Takeshita came down and attacked Brian Cage,
yes.
and then MJF left.
Yes, and
that's where we're at.
And now we're at a commercial break for the
and
U.S.
something
soccer
else
team.
Was coming up, but I don't remember what they said.
Why are they showing dame soccer? Oh, there's boys there too.
I think they're just
Why are they showing
soccer
teams? Oh, because it's on HBO Max.
I guess it's USA box or soccer, so they have to show it. Smartphone. Vindicator says Takeshita is sort of a big guy, Travis. You think he could become something special?
I just don't. I've never seen, except for maybe 2 or 3 exceptions, where the Japanese wrestlers go over in America. If that answers your question. I'm not saying it's right or wrong or whatever. I'm just saying that you just don't see it. I feel like the Great Muto was something special. Asuka has that ability still. She's not washed up yet. I feel like if she comes back as some weird monster and blows mist, but there again, it's got to be a gimmick to get over. Mm-hmm. Because people, at least the top people, they don't really care about your in-ring ability.
Right.
It's not that important. It really is how you
present yourself,
but talking.
Yeah.
And
well, presenting yourself is kind of in that fashion.
Right.
Presenting yourself means
feel
that
like,
you can sell yourself.
I feel like
to
if
the
you want a
audience and
Japanese
fans.
wrestler to go over, they have to have a manager, preferably Japanese, that speaks perfect English, that is the Jim Cornette or Paul.
Or they themselves are Japanese, but they speak perfect English themselves and can go out there and pop out a promo and not be a big deal. And then say it in Japanese.
Right. Yeah, and do both.
Yeah.
And literally switch.
I mean, literally, like, talk
switch
to
on the
audience
fly
in English and then say the same thing in Japanese almost.
Switch it on the fly. Just a true bilingual.
Yeah.
Mom is one maybe and dad's the other one, or vice versa.
You learned both of them since the time you were a child, basically. The best way to, teach your children, basically, is you teach them from the time they're little and stuff. But, yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to this kid. I had no idea that he was born and raised in Italy.
That was that one guy, yeah, the one
No
guy.
idea. But his dad was from Salt Lake City, and they talked to him when he was a baby. His dad talked to him, and his mom talked to him. And so he could literally speak perfect Italian without an accent, and he could speak perfect English without an accent. That's pretty impressive. Like, you usually don't see that level.
Mm-mm. Sometimes you'll
Spanish.
see it with Spanish.
Yeah.
Like, you'll see it a lot with Spanish, kind of. Especially in our area and stuff like that. But Not like other languages like that. You don't see it a lot.
But I feel like, and that would also have to have charisma. Just because you can speak doesn't mean you'd have charisma either. So it almost has to be the perfect storm.
Yep. Let's see. It looks like, oh no, Ravi, like a bridge troll. Vindicator says, well, they just announced the women matches next, and even with Storm in it, I still got to take another 30. Because DMD's in it?
Oh, Danielson's in the back.
He says, Ayla, thanks for your kind words. Ayla's like, no problem. Film's like, what? No, hope Daniel'll still be okay. So, the Tonycon has been fighting Warner Media to have the Briscoes on AEW TV, but Warner Brothers Discovery said no. Who knows what he did to get Marq Briscoe on AEW? His brother died. So, he probably paid to have him die.
Daniel is very tough.
Oh, he's so strong. Like, oh my gosh. Ayla says Ravi makes this chat seem like it, Valley's. Bentley says, I didn't leave, but who's your favorite WWE superstar? D superstar 1 through 5. 1 is the best, 5 is the worst.
My favorite's Bray Wyatt. But it has to be the real Bray Wyatt. Not the Fiend.
Right? The original Bray Wyatt. Ravi says, yeah, Ayla, it's a wrestling chat. People's like, this is not my circus and not my monkeys. Vindicator's like, but Dalitha, I did wonder on your end of the spectrum, would you still want to swap bodies with Jade? Or would you take Bianca in her top shape, or Rhea, or Tiffany, or even Spawn? Gag, LOL.
What the hell? What was that question? That was a long-ass question.
I did wonder on your end of the spectrum, would you still want to swap bodies with Jade? Or would you take Bianca in her top shape, or Rhea, or Tiffany, or even Spawn? I would still do Jade.
Yeah, I mean, Jade's obviously has the most...
She's just a complete different specimen when it comes to stuff, guys. Like, yeah. Chris says, looking up the worth of some of these cards, apparent player by the name of Yasser Mercedes is really valuable right now. An auto is going for $17,000 on eBay. I pulled a parallel $15 minimum.
Yeah, right now card play, like I have a buddy that's deep into cards, and he tells me this stuff all the time. Every time a prospect does anything, their card value just goes through the roof.
Huh. That's
Like, so
crazy
you've got to wait for him to come down, and a lot of people are losing a lot of money on the Yankees prospect. I can't think of his name right offhand, because they were buying his cards for like $50,000.
Jesus.
And there's a possibility he might not make it to the major leagues.
What the why would you do something
Because they're all
like
getting
that?
out in front.
That's just dumb.
The shortstop for the Cubs, their top prospect shortstop, last year
like
his
that
cards
is a
were going for
long-term
like
game.
over $5,000. This year, he's like their 10th best prospect.
See, that's the shit you can't do. That kind of shit is long-term game.
Mm-hmm.
Investing in cards is
Well, it
long-term
used to
game
be.
because you have to wait until they do something and then fucking retire.
Right,
And they don't play anymore.
And they used to do that.
Well, they're dumb if they aren't.
And now
still
they
doing that,
don't.
'cause
Like
that's just
even
ridiculous and
Danny was
stupid.
buying Carlos Correa stuff, and that's why he was pretty upset about Correa not going to the Mets, because his cards would have went up in value.
Right.
And now he's back to Minnesota. And now if he gets hurt or anything wrong with his back, his value is going to go down and down and down and down, because he's got cards that he was buying of his because he thought he was going to be a Hall of Famer for $1,000 back then. This is years ago, and now they're worth 75 cents.
So, Vindicator, why would you take another 30 when it's just Ruby and Tony?
There's nothing wrong
Do you
with
not
Ruby.
like Ruby?
I like
You a
Ruby. She's
non-Ruby
tiny.
fan or something?
I feel like she's lost some weight or something too.
Like, I thought you were okay with Ruby. She's nothing like, what's her face, Britt
DMD.
Baker and stuff. Sophie says this time last year, Cody Rhodes had his last match. It sounds like AEW will start doing house shows
Whoa.
soon. Film says, hello, Vin, what's up? Piccolo says, would Nakamura be great if he had Paul Heyman as his voice?
He was great when he had Sami Zayn as his voice.
Yeah.
And I was thinking that that's what they were going to do with Sami Zayn because it works. Because Sami Zayn isn't a very good wrestler, but he's very good on the mic. And I thought that that was where they were heading with him, and that was going to be, he was going to be gold. He was going to be the next great manager. And now they're doing this bloodline thing, which works because he's the talker, right? He's that thing. I just have a feeling, and I'm going to say it right now before everybody else catches on. Once Sami Zayn leaves the bloodline, he's going to have a huge uprising in fans.
Oh, yeah.
But once they're done with that story altogether, he's going to be lower than he was before he was in the bloodline.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm just saying that now. He's not the baby face of the future that's you're going to strap the company to and be safe, and he's going to be the next world champion forever. That's not going to happen. Yeah. Once him and Kevin Owens wins the tag team championships, boom, huge pop. He's going to be an uber baby face, but it's going to just taper out because he doesn't have the longevity because he's boring, other than he could talk.
Right. Film, Vindicator says, hello, Film. Goodbye, Film. Break time. Piccolo says, I'm totally not getting pushed. Sheesh, my fresh off the boat accent. Sophie says, Tony Khan, if you criticized his booking, he cries about it. Piccolo says, yes, racial slurs and wrestling chat. Gotta love it. Philip says, bye, Vin. Take it easy. Piccolo's like, see you, Vin. Come to Hooters. It was like, okay, I'm
Tony
out.
Storm
Night, guys.
up
Happy
Ruby.
birthday, Fat Lisa. Piccolo's like, bye, Ayla. See you this weekend. And Sophie says, I feel bad for Marq. I could see him making appearances in different wrestling promotions until Ring of Honor starts up again. Mom says, oh, snap, guys. What time is it? Ravi says, that's cool that Tony Khan owns the Premier League football team in West London, Fulham. Yeah, Tony Khan doesn't own shit.
You guys,
Tony
it's
Khan
his
doesn't
father.
own anything. His daddy owns everything. Daddy.
He just
Daddy lets him run AEW. That's it. That's it. If his dad pulled the plug, AEW would be fucking gone. Because guess what? Tony Khan doesn't have money of his fucking own. Anything that this company makes doesn't go to Tony.
Yeah, it's profits, and he gets paid. He probably has a wage.
I'm sure he does. But I'm guessing the little motherfucker don't save it. I'm sure he spends it on stupid shit.
He blows it up his nose. No,
I
don't know about that, but I would assume. I'm assuming some of it goes up his nose.
The way he looks sometimes, this during headlights look all the time, would not be surprised. It was like, haha, I can't go to Florida, but I'll be there in spirit. Philip's like, guys, I have to ask what time is it? Ravi says, Ayla, just stay at home and be much safer for you.
Smack.
Philip says, it's armpit
lady
time. Hello, Rubies. Pits. Some people says, Film, I will accept today. It's armpit time. Bentley says, who's your favorite superstar? It can be any superstar, 1 through 5. 1, the best. 5 is the worst.
Bray Wyatt.
Piccolo says, that's ridiculous. Sophie says, about fantasy draft teams for baseball, if one member of your team is out for the season, you're screwed. Robbie says, Storm, another crybaby. Ruby is Chris. She's fit. Film's like, it's armpit time. I love it. So Film says, Piccolo, you got that right. Armpit time. Sophie says, remember when they broke up the bar for no storyline reason whatsoever?
Oh, yes. Always.
Robbie says, Storm is annoying, such a ham roll. Film loves the armpits. And Sophie says, hopefully they have plans for everybody post-Mania. They should start thinking about that soon. Robbie says, Film, if you like armpits, look around and see how that tastes. Bentley says, who's your favorite superstar, 1 through 5?
I don't... so you want me to name 5 superstars? Is that what you're asking?
I guess so.
Is that...
Yeah, 1 through 5, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best.
But all 5 are my top?
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to... that takes time. I just can't spout it out. And if I spouted it out, then I wouldn't remember it 5 minutes later. I like MJF. I like The Miz. I always miss players because I'm not thinking of them.
Right.
And my brain doesn't just hold on to wrestling.
Well, and it's hard because some of the ones that you may like, they haven't been on TV for a while due to whatever reasons, whether it's they don't use them or they're injured or something like that. So you can't even remember who it was that you're like, yeah, I did like him. He was good.
Seth, Roman, you could put as 3 and 4, or 2 and 3, and then Bray 1. So there's my 5.
Vindicator says, yeah, I hear you delete the match originally had DMD in it, lol, but I guess she was called back to her dental office, thank goodness. Only regret she did not take Bryanson with her.
Right.
Robbie says, I'm
Root
not
canal.
talking about AEW, I'm talking about Tony Khan owning the football team
What? Right, but he doesn't own anything. His dad owns stuff. Have you Googled it? Because it'll usually tell you who really owns it.
Shad Khan is the one who owns it. Harley says, I absolutely love Ruby Soho. Sophie says, imagine if Tony Khan's father does pull the plug on AEW. That would stink for every fan of the wrestler.
He won't, because it's probably...
both WCW and ECW ended.
Right. I doubt he's going to pull the plug.
Yeah.
I saw this on Miracle Workers.
Yeah, right.
Old Tony's God, and the Earth is...
His little project.
The Earth is AEW.
Film says, give her the pit stop, Ruby. Give her that extra stuff. And Sophie says, 1, The Rock. 2, Steve. 3, John. 4, Orton. 5, The Miz. Pico says, or their dog bit shit-ass Nick Jackson. Film says, Robbie, I'm not going to do that.
Tony's nose is broken.
I like women.
I have a feeling it's not really broken.
Oh, no, her nose is broken. Pico says, normal reasons for a break, right? All the norms.
Here it is, see? Ruby's like, oh my gosh, are you okay? And she's going to get rolled up and pinned.
Oh, no, her face hurts. Lies. She a lying bitch.
There it is. Ha ha! We saw that coming. Playing balls up.
Face hole.
Pops her back. Belly to back suplex. Into the ropes. Hits her with all that ass. And here it comes, spinning DDT.
Ooh,
1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
No! Ruby kicks out.
Bobby's like, are you sure, Film? Vindicator's like, my 5 favorite superstars are Liv, and let me think.
Oh, here's DMD.
It's very tough, but I'm gonna go with Liv. So it says, you never know. Tony Khan's father could one day decide he doesn't want to own a wrestling promotion anymore. Oh, sorry, Vindicator. DMD showed up at the end.
DMD's there.
Yeah.
Looking like
I'm not sure why
smoke
she showed
show.
up.
Is that Ruby gonna win this?
Maybe.
She is. Sister Abigail. 1, 2, and 3. It's over.
Her thing's destination unknown. People's like, come on, Ruby cannot fall for the oldest trick, Lone Star. Yeah. Vindicator's okay, I knew it. Break time. Oh. She showed up and now she left, Vin. I don't even think you really have to take a break. Look, she's gone already.
She left.
Damn, dude.
He's like, I gotta go. She's gone.
You couldn't even leave fast enough. She left faster for you. Rob says, DMD rolling tight. Piccolo says, this is not the wide world of sports. Wide world of sports. Worldwide sports.
Worldwide leader in sports, ESPN.
Ew. Motions.
Oh, God. I'm not the first Jew that had to hide from a man with blue eyes, am I?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I still think taking a shit is hilarious, but hey.
He said his name right there.
Yeah, Takeshita.
Takeshita.
I mean, we can't help how his name's spelled.
No.
They could change his name.
Film's all about Ruby winning. Robbie says D knows about World and Wide. Vindicator says, nah, you gotta stay with me, Travis. Brit and Smoke Show in the same sentence could been as an insult to Scarlett, lol. I'm telling Carrion.
Right? She's not the only smoke show. She's the smoke show. So if somebody else is a smoke show, it's fine. She's just not the smoke show.
Right. Chris is like, worldwide whore? Maybe. WWW. Vindicator says, but yeah, I'm glad the AEW magician made Faker disappear in an instant.
He didn't have a reason to get out of bed.
He didn't. He was so depressed before. He forgot how to go to the gym and work out. And then he's like, oh, God, I better go work out. Robbie says, oh, look, a paranoid MJF. Is he paranoid, though? I mean, he's kind of a victim, so.
It's not the first Jew that had to hide from a man with blue eyes.
I didn't realize that man had blue eyes. I thought he had brown. I thought that's what made it funny.
I have no idea what color.
He was like dark-haired, and I thought he was dark-eyed, too. Piccolo says she can pull Adam Rabbit out of a hat. Robbie says, Phil, you don't seem sure. Piccolo's like, he's skinny enough, right? Pull
Kind of like Ellen DeGeneres on meth.
Calm down. Ew, gross. Uh-oh.
A penis?
Oh, my God.
The one thing that brings him a penis?
The one thing that brings him a penis. Ooh, penis. Sophie says, who will be happy when CM Punk comes back to AEW?
Whatever. I mean, I'm on the fence about it, but there are some fans of his. It's been a fun ride, Dragon.
It's over.
Roll the clip.
The ride is over.
Roll the clip. Timothy Thatcher, guys. Are you fucking kidding me? Remember he was in NXT?
Yeah, what?
Timothy Thatcher coming to AEW. Daniel has to beat Timothy. Timothy Thatcher from WWE coming to AEW. Start the rumor mill.
Wow.
Powerhouse Hobbs back in action.
Oh, jeez.
He's not going to get pushed very far because he's bigger than Tony Khan.
Pickle's like, no comment. Talk about dead people.
Jamie Hayter going up against Sakurua.
So he's like, who?
Sakurua.
Chris says Tim Thatcher, and Vindicator says, I'm uncomfortable with how comfortable MJF and Miz are with referencing male private parts. Robbie says, who's Tim when he's at home? I don't know.
She shaved her head. Timothy Thatcher.
Timothy.
It's Margaret Thatcher's,
Timothy.
what, son?
Yes.
Or grandson.
Grandson.
Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold winter's day. Margaret Thatcher naked on a
Suppose it's
cold
happening
women's
next
day.
week. Versus the Moxley, huh?
They just had him going up against
Oh my God, nobody cares.
Wheeler Yuta. They just had it, like, on the same fucking
That's
promo.
on Rampage.
So he's wrestling Wheeler Yuta tonight? Or
Yeah.
whatever.
On Friday.
Recorded
yeah, on
for Friday.
He's going to be wrestling him on Friday.
Next week, that'll be your
Whiz.
main event.
Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz.
Mark Briscoe, Jay Lethal, main event coming up next.
Ooh, it's over. So he says, I thought he was still with the WWE. Vindicator says, hope Thatcher is not wasted, but unfortunately he can't be as slow as Bryanson. He's in New Japan, so I don't know. Piccolo says that guy should go and see Britt ASAP. You don't like Thatcher's weird broken tooth?
Was it broken or just ingrown?
Why do they have a whole bunch of weird people on commentary?
Well, if you listen, you would know. Just kidding. So what happened is the normal broadcast team left so they would bring in the Ring of Honor team because they know these guys.
Oh. And then they left Excalibur, the only one there. That's weird.
Yeah, well, you want Excalibur because he's a play-by-play guy. Tony Schiavone could do it, but if he doesn't know anybody.
Robbie's like AEW signing more bozo. Thatcher's not with AEW, Robbie. I don't think.
He's in Japan.
Sophie says, I'm surprised the WWE didn't want to bring Tim Thatcher back. Kurt says Tim Thatcher could have faced Regal's son Charlie Dempsey in NXT. Sophie says, kind of figured that the Mark Briscoe match was going to be the main event of the show with the way they hyped it all over Twitter. People is like, a lot of scissoring.
Scissor Daddy.
No Scissor Daddy
tonight.
tonight.
Speaking of that, my shirt again. I don't know how I can remember. I guess I could put an alarm in my phone or something.
I guess. Pretty soon you're not going to be able to wear it because he isn't going to be that anymore. Then you'll be sad. Be like, you can wear my
Still
shirt.
wear it.
Film's like, Pico, oh, there's a question for you. Pico's like, when Jay Briscoe was world champion, he had some of his best matches with Lethal.
Dang. I didn't even know he was a world champion. I just thought they were a tag team.
Nice.
No idea.
I don't know either.
Oh. You didn't know?
I didn't know.
There's a German Shepherd sleeping on the couch. Did you see that? In that commercial?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. That girl's doing a puzzle or something in the background. There's
Oh.
German Shepherd sleeping on the couch.
I thought you said my German Shepherd was sleeping on the couch. I'm like, not surprising. Pico says Becky, and she will shave off Soraya's stuff. Ugh. Terrible.
Water-based cream.
Oh, I don't know. What? Sophie's like, it will be interesting to see if they let Mark keep the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship.
By himself. Every match is a handicap match.
Right? His brother's there in spirit. People's like, sorry, D. It's fine. Rob is like, American ads are strange. You fucking think? Fucking wacko weirdos.
Are we 3 days away from the Royal Rumble?
Yeah. It's Saturday.
Boom.
Today's Wednesday. Yeah, it's fucking Saturday.
Hopefully everybody's ready.
I was looking at stuff to make for Super Bowl.
Cool.
Things that you won't be able to eat, though.
Oh, that's nice of you.
I know, but they're like all these little snack things. That look
So,
fun.
yeah, there's the Super Bowl, and then the day before that is the UFC.
I know. That's why I was going to do, like, snacks for Super Bowl. Like, I was thinking about doing, like, those potato skins that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
Should I invite the Finwicks? Or you just want this stuff for yourself?
and then,
Just like, I want it all to myself.
jalapeno poppers.
Yummy.
Like I made, that I took out to my brother's. And then this guy made these, like they were like hot chicken, like mini sandwiches.
Right?
So he took like
Mark
chicken nuggets or
Briscoe.
whatever.
Do you think he's going to have a fall apart?
I hope he does. Just kidding, I don't. I don't hope he does, but he might. If he wins, he might have a meltdown.
Well, he's definitely
Guy.
winning. He's got his brother's belt, too.
Anyways, he took like these, like
Or
chicken.
did he?
He took chicken nuggets
Right.
and made them. And then he like put them in like a sweet hot sauce or whatever after they were done. And then took
Right.
like biscuits, like Pillsbury biscuits.
Right.
The ones that come apart, the flaky ones, the small ones though. And took a muffin pan and put like one of the biscuits down below and then put one of the chicken nuggets on the biscuit and then topped
Right.
it with the biscuit. And then baked them and then made little sandwiches. Like little chicken sandwiches.
So this must be a Ring of Honor announcer.
Oh, yeah. Vindicators like Dalitha, can you watch anything on that rectangular screen hanging out behind you, or is it just programmed to say WG all the time? Technically, we could put anything up there.
I could put anything in.
Really? But we just have Wrestling Gab.
I haven't done anything. I thought I could just flash some images through, but I just haven't done it. But yeah, it's a TV. Mm-hmm. Or a monitor. I think it's a computer
People
monitor.
says, anyone know if the slap show is still after this? You know what? I don't know. Are they still doing that slap show?
I don't know, but that shit's nuts. Have you guys watched any of that? I haven't watched any of it yet. I just see the highlights, and people go like they're like.
I guess there was some like controversial thing about it or something.
Of course there
and
is.
So people were offended.
It's because I care more than you culture is in full effect.
Sophie says, or maybe have Mark
virtue signaling
with different partners. Robbie says, meant to be going for a curry on Saturday evening. Nice. Piccolo says, my bacon jam was a success. Had some eggs and biscuit with them the other day. Well, I'm glad that your bacon jam was good. Not sure how you'd make it, but okay. Harley says, getting ready to go to bed. We'll see you guys for Friday night's mega SmackDown stuffs, right? All right, Harley, thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you
see
so much.
On Friday. Sophie says, do we know who is in the Super Bowl yet? No.
No, we will find out Sunday.
Weekend. Film says, Piccolo Page's 10-year pair is double okay, nice. And Piccolo's like, nope, reach for the motherfucking sky. So it says there are lots of fans that don't watch football all year, but they only watch the Super Bowl, kind of like WrestleMania. Piccolo says, okay, I'm going to go and sob for a bit. Good night. Aw, Piccolo, don't sob. Why would you sob?
Because he liked the Briscoes.
Briscoe? Or is it because of your bacon jam? Anyways.
Jam.
Happy birthday, Piccolo. I hope you have a lot of fun going with your friend to Hooters and stuff for your birthday. And we'll hopefully see you on Friday for SmackDown, and then, of course, over the weekend for Royal Rumble.
This could have an interesting ending at the end after Luther loses. I have a feeling he's going to break down too, because you can tell looking at his face that he's having a hard time staying involved in this match mentally.
Sophie says, I'm watching Scrubs on Hulu. I'm watching Psych, not on Hulu.
Just started watching it.
Vindicator says, just give Travis some pork rinds and he will be fine. We know he would not eat that either. He'll eat pork rinds.
I'll eat the pork rinds as long as they're the original, just in the yellow bag.
He just eats plain pork rinds. Sophie says, what is the slap show? It's a show where they slap each other in the face. Kind of like how they're doing the slapping thing right now on their chests here in AEW or in WWE when they do it.
The flare chop.
Instead, they are across like a podium and they slap each other on the face as hard as they can. Like, I mean, as hard as they can.
They're trying to knock the other person out, but with a slap.
Sophie says that. Robbie says D loves bacon jam. Sophie says, how old are you, P-Cola? Robbie gives the answer as 25. I think that's correct. Robbie, good job. Film says, people have a good night. Have a great birthday. Live fair and God bless you. Big hugs, my heart. Sophie says, do you think this match will set up a match for the next AEW pay-per-view?
It's tough. I can't help you on that.
I'm not sure why it would.
If anything, you know, I don't know what they're going to do with Marq. Maybe they can put Jay with him and have him be the tag team partner.
Maybe. Robbie says, happy slapping, LOL. Sophie says, I saw all of Sight, good show, and the movies were good as well. Yeah, but when you watched it, did you find the pineapple in every single show?
Do you know Charlotte Flair's in one of those movies?
Yes. We watched it, and we were like, oh my gosh, look.
It's on our old box, because it was when we had Direct.
That's funny. Ouch.
So, I do not own it anymore.
Oh, bummer.
But I did watch it when it came out. Old Charlotte. Old Ashley Flair.
Oh, Ashley. I don't even know what where that's from. It's got to be from something, right?
What, the Ashley thing? Mm-hmm. It's just Chris Berman would say it every time Ashley Ambrose got an interception.
I know, but it's got to be from something he saw.
No, maybe.
Sophie says, no, I didn't find the pineapple in every episode. I found a couple. What's funny is we watched the first pilot, a little bit of it today, and it was like at the very like middle part of the show. Should we cut this up and take it with us?
Right.
Take it to go. Robbie says, Travis D has AEW improved for you.
It's better than it was this summer when they were just pushing Wheeler Yuta and Daniel Garcia on us week after week after week, main eventing. So it's better than that, but it's not as good as it was the first 2 years.
Yeah, even through the pandemic. Like, it's not as...
It does look like that Smack show's next because they just showed an ad for it.
Oh, good. Are you ahead?
No, this is behind. It's just they have different commercials.
Oh, that's weird.
See?
That's strange.
So I'm just watching my own commercials. That's why I was going to show you the one commercial that was on there, but it wasn't on here. So.
Oh. So it says John Cena was in Psych and he was at the end of the first movie, which didn't lead to anywhere.
Was that the one with Charlotte?
Maybe. Chris says Taker and LA Knight segment was best thing this week. LOL.
It got me going. I have to admit it. That was probably the most exciting for me, too.
Sophie says, didn't know the pineapple thing on Psych was the thing people look for every episode until later on.
Yeah, I didn't either, and somebody told me about it. Pineapple means there's pineapple and it's at a couple's house, that means they're swingers.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
People can say that all they want, but that's not completely true. People are sick. Like, why does everybody have to ruin things? Like, they just ruin stuff for no reason. Like, oh, you have a pineapple? Well. You know, oh, is it upside down? Well. You must be a swinger. Like, yeah, that's what it is, you dumb motherfuckers. I might like pineapples. You ever think about that? No, you can't. You have to, it has to be involved with sex and whatnot. Like, stop ruining things. Just stupid. That's just stupid.
All right, we are back.
Yeah, right.
Jay
Like,
Lethal,
it could be true D
Mark
for some.
Briscoe.
I'm not saying it's not Robbie, but it's not everybody. Just because people have pineapples doesn't necessarily mean that's what it is for every single person that might have
Briscoe thrown into the corner. Gus up over the top rope.
Or shirts.
Jay Lethal
or
attacking him.
Or hats.
Oh, Jay got too close. Got hit in the throat.
Idiots. So it was like, we almost got a Psych Monk crossover episode. They teased it in the series finale of Psych.
Oh, that would have been sick. I like Monk.
Pretty funny. We watched all those.
Like in weekends, like they just kept playing them over and over and over.
Yeah. I thought we watched it kind of in order.
We did because it was on in weekends. Like it was like 2 days we watched the whole thing. Maybe 2 weekends in a row or something.
Maybe.
Big slap right there by Mark Briscoe. If you guys are just tuning in, it is Mark Briscoe versus Jay Lethal.
Mm-hmm.
Just a one-on-one match. Mark Briscoe lost his brother on, was that Friday the 13th? I don't know when it was. That's when my buddy died. I have no idea when he died.
Yeah,
it was after that, wasn't
know.
it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember when it was. Let's see.
Well, it was on Monday we talked. Tuesday it happened. Then Wednesday we talked about it again. So it was last Monday.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Robbie says, I missed what you said, D, because you and Travis were talking at the same time. It wasn't important. Films like we see Travis will win in a Harry Armpit match. Tony Tay Conte or Serena Deeb. I choose Tay Conte.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Sure. Sophie says, I like watching shows in order.
Yeah, it's kind of a new thing for us, but it's happening.
Okay, so it depends on the show, and if the show has like a storyline underneath that like goes like through the whole thing, then yeah, you kind of have to watch them in order. But if it's something that you can just watch one-off episodes and there's no like rhyme or reason, it doesn't matter, then I don't have to watch it in order.
Right, and a lot of those shows sometimes do and sometimes don't. Like Seinfeld didn't, and then it did. You know, there was some episodes that did and some that didn't.
Yeah, but that's the same with some other stuff too. Like like South Park, most of theirs are like one-offs. Yeah, but there's sometimes you have a couple that are all in a row and they have like a story that go with them.
Right.
Or sometimes they'll reference something in one that was like from 3 seasons ago, and you're just like, what the fuck? I mean, every once in a while that happens, but not all the time. Sophie says, I feel like if you start watching a show in different orders, you could get confused. Film says, okay, fantastic pick, last one. Gotta get going. My phone is almost
judo
dead,
chop.
So
Judo chop. I haven't seen judo chops in years.
Judo chop.
Not since Austin Powers have I seen a judo chop that violent.
So it says some shows do have filler episodes, and some of those filler episodes do end up being part of the main story later on in the series.
Right. Oh, no. Jay's going off the top.
Oh, God.
Jay Lethal.
I feel like this is bad.
Right down onto the ring announcer table. Oh, Mark Briscoe.
Bad.
Are we going to get blood in this?
Blood.
Just repeated judo chops there. All right, Mark. Spinning neck breaker. That's got to hurt your back. Big chop right there. Lays Jay Lethal down on the table. Now he's going up top. This could get brutal, guys.
Brutal.
It might knock out his front teeth. Oh, wait.
Wait, they're gone. Oh, well, it could mark off the other side.
Elbow drop.
That was a crazy elbow drop.
That just happened.
Why don't you get your front teeth fixed?
Because it looks way cooler if you're a wrestler and you have no teeth. Just like hockey players. They do it after their career's over. Those hockey players look badass with their teeth all missing.
Do they? Makes you look dumb. He needs to go see Britt Baker. That's what.
I'm sure she'll say she'll do some implants for him.
Film says, who will win an armpit deodorant match? Hiroko Shida or Thunder Rosa?
Thunder.
In an armpit deodorant match? Sophie says, sometimes with shows with filler episodes, you can't tell right away if it's connected to the main story until a few episodes later.
Yeah, they try to pull the wool over your eyes.
So it was like Psych had some filler episodes, like the musical one. Yeah.
I think I've seen that one, too.
We've seen some of the Psych ones on, like, USA and stuff like that every once in a while. So. Oh my God, the hands are locked, the fingers are locked.
Fingers and legs, oh my.
The flippy flippies. And then he got him with a, whatchamacallit, clothesline thing. Yeah, get him. He knows he's going to take it home. He's going to take it to him, to the limit.
Take it to the limit.
He's like, okay, tap, tap. We got to do it one more time, my friend. One more time. All right, here we go. And poof, on your face.
That's it.
All right, I'm going to get on top of you, okay? Okay, you're gone.
That's it. 1, 2, and 3. Ring the bell. 12-11 on that one.
12-11. Film says, okay, guys, start for me to go. Time for me to go. Love you guys. See you on Friday. It's definitely on Monday. Bye, peace out. God bless America, WWE, WWE Pits, and loves everything. Big hearts, big hugs. Bye, Film. We'll see you on Friday and maybe on Saturday for the Royal Rumble. That's his brother's name, Jamin. Or Jamie. It's not like he said Jamie.
It could have been his son.
Jamin.
It looked like he had a son, too.
Oh.
And maybe he named his son that. Here comes the locker room. A lot of people in the locker room I don't know. Maybe
Who are these people?
I figured that was going to happen.
Indicator says, this was an okay match for an okay show. Tonight, give it 7 out of 10 overall. Yeah.
Not
but
bad.
anyways, take care. Delete the Travis chat. See you when it's time to watch some people smack other people down out of count. Bye. Bye, Vin. Thanks for hanging out with us. Sophie says, I like shows that had a storyline throughout the entire season, including who is the main bad guy. Sophie says, comedies do have filler episodes, like Friends have plenty of filler episodes. Jacob's in the chat saying good morning. Sophie says, good night. See you Friday.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. That's the end.
It's the end, my friend, the end. Got about another minute with this celebration, and then we'll take off also. So a little bit of a tribute to Jay with his brother wrestling tonight. He did win. He did beat Jay Lethal. He's limping his way up there.
Right.
Got the J armbands on some of them.
Yeah.
Some of the athletes. Oh, the Tony Khan, of course, he's giving the hugs.
He's like, oh, yes, let me give you a big hug. Show you how much I care. Thank you for letting me exploit
Samoa
you.
Joe wanted a big hug there. He moved forward. That's funny. Because Joe's the guy that doesn't want to hug anybody. But he did move up there to get one. And then old Mark turned around.
He's like, no, thank you.
They could do it off air so he still looks like a thug. All right, everybody. We appreciate you.
Thank you for watching us tonight. We'll be back on Friday for SmackDown. I don't know if this is going to be very much of a go-home show. Just as a reminder, the Royal Rumble pay-per-view for WWE is this Saturday. So we'll see what happens. If we get more maybe announcements for maybe some of the women in the Royal Rumble on SmackDown. But we'll just have to wait and find out. So we'll see you guys then.
All right. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.